Welcome back, folks. This is Tommy, Help with Gadgets, and we've got another cool knife to take a look at. This is another one of the knives that's on the loan from Fred the Lug. Really appreciate him allowing me to take a look at it, do the disassembly and cleaning, and all that good stuff. This is the Monterey Bay Knives Honey Badger, and I believe he got this at Blade Show, Texas, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was a show special, but it's a very cool knife. Made by Monterey Bay Knives. It's founded in 2017 by custom makers Ray Laconico and Sanford Owen, based in Monterey, California area. And it's two well-known makers in the community, the custom community. I've been a fan of Ray Laconico for a good while now. These are manufactured in China, and so let's go ahead and get into it. The blade length's about 3 inches. Overall is just over 6.5. Right at 6.5. So that's not a huge knife. Let's check the weight on that. Whoops. And we're looking at about 3.6 ounces. 3.65, somewhere in that area. Let's look and see how it would be size-wise compared to some knives that you may be familiar with. That's the CJRB Pyrite. This is the QSP Penguin. So the Penguin's actually a little bit bigger than it. It's not a big knife. Same thing for the Acorn. That's the Bastide Acorn. Not a big knife, so you can see that it's fits in there pretty well. Miguel Morel's a lot bigger knife. Okay, so that means things like the Militao, a lot bigger. PM2, a lot bigger. Okay, don't think I need to go through the rest of the ones I usually go through. You can see it's not a very thick knife. There it is against the Militao. And there it is against the PM2. About the same as a PM2 thickness. There it is against the QSP Penguin. QSP Penguin's just a little bit less. That means it's going to be more than the Pyrite. Alright, so that's pretty much got that. Alright, let's look at how it looks in pocket. Nice looking clip on this one. And as you can tell, looks pretty decent in pocket. I like the slot there. And you've got nice, a nice bit of the knife sticking up to grab your knife out of pocket. No lanyard hole on this one. But look at that! Look at the backspacer there. It looks really nice. Thought that was pretty cool. The lasering was done like a basket weave pattern was for that show special, if I understood correctly. Got nice chamfering there, and again the clip looks nice and functions very well. Jimping, there's jimping here along the top where you would use the front flipper, and I think that's pretty much it. There's a little bit of milling. Well, no, there's not. I thought there was a little bit on the lock bar, but there's not. So that's pretty much it. Opening methods. Well, you've got this that works. I mean, it works really well. If you can get that, and it also has a thumb stud, which you can reverse flick off of it just fine, and thumb flick works great as well. So D10 on this is dialed in. And the acoustics are good on it. There's a lock up there. There's your access to the lock bar, so it's just fine, no problems at all. Price on this one, I want to say it's $150. Not much. I don't know if these with this milling are the same, but $150 for a very well made knife. Scale material again, titanium. It's comfortable in hand. It's got enough for a 4-finger grip for me, but it's not really big. You got Ray Laconico is the designer of this one, so in-house designer. But listen to that, and look at just the reverse flick off that blade. You've got the Monterey Bay-Niles logo there, and did I say what steel it was? Yeah, S90V. I think that's what I said. So good steel, nice little knife. I may have to get me one of these. It's not doesn't cost a huge amount, and I know I usually say if I had an unlimited amount of funds, this may be one I have to pick up because I like it. It's just you've got the inset liner lock there. It's a little hard to for me with larger hands to get the thumb, but I can easily reverse flick off that thumb stud on the back side, or even better, that front flip works just great. I like the way that the tip of the blade is below center. Makes for making a very useful knife. So yes, this is one I like. This is one that I think is very well done. If there was one that was a little bit larger version, that might be even a little bit better. So gonna have to check out the booth at Blade Show. But hope you've enjoyed this short review of this knife. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the knife. Hope to see y'all again soon. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Really appreciate you watching. Thanks.